Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Cow Tippers podcast. I'm Arturo.
I'm Omar.
I'm Alex.
All right, y'all. We don't know why we're introducing ourselves still. We should probably recognize our voices. But today we have a very special topic that has been around the internet for quite a while. We're going to do some Area 51 talk.
Area 51. Did y'all see the thing on Facebook when it was posted?
What thing?
That, raid Area 51?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah, the actual
bro,
event.
I heard about it 4 days later.
Yeah.
I thought I heard about Area 51, but I had no idea what was going on.
No, I had seen the thing maybe a week before. They made a Facebook event.
Yeah.
And then it started blowing up on the memes and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't see the. I only saw the memes.
Yeah, I
knew
didn't
about it really late.
No, I actually saw the actual event. And I was like a week before. I was like, huh, that it's funny, but it's stupid, you know.
I saw a thing where the Air Force was giving a presentation of what it's all about and talked about the Naruto run.
Do you know the story behind that?
Nah.
So I actually looked up to it because I was like, no way, that's real. It turns out it is real, but they in the Air Force they have these practice briefings where basically it's an open mic type thing where you can practice your briefings and your talks to your other people in your your troop or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, so that was their example they were using. It was it was a joke, but it did happen. It was real, but it's not like an actual briefing type.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because they're joking about it too, but
Are they? Somebody's really gonna get hurt if they're actually right there, because somebody's gonna show up.
Do you think
It's gonna be at least
the question
one guy.
isn't if someone shows up. I think people will show
It's how
up. The
many
question
people?
is if they'll hop the fence or go past that area where it's prohibited.
I
People
doubt
are
it.
gonna be on
No.
that road and be there and taking pictures.
No,
for
that's
sure.
what I mean. I mean, people are gonna do.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna hop the fence.
Bro,
Yeah,
Logan
just try
Paul,
to.
I'm calling it, or Jake Paul.
You think so?
They're gonna be filming it, bro, and just get sniped in the forehead or some shit.
I don't know about sniped in the forehead, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if some influencers popped up.
The truth is, I don't think they'll use deadly force unless it gets crazy. Because I mean, they know it's happening. They know they can prepare for it.
Yeah.
They know they can do whatever. It's not like a surprise.
I don't
they'll
think
be
they'll be
ready
able
for
to I don't think they'll be able to get close enough. Really, now
No.
that I think about it,
No way.
they bought I don't know if they bought it, but they gained control of a mountain because you could see into it from however many miles away. So I doubt people will even get close enough to even
Yeah.
for them to have to shoot anybody.
I mean, that's the thing. Area 51 isn't just above ground. They do nuclear tests underground and
Yeah.
there's in the sides of mountains. It's not that easy to just walk in there and see everything.
Do you think they're hiding extraterrestrial
Yes.
things there?
You do think so?
Bob Lazar. I'll get into
You want
it.
to get into it?
Yeah.
Explain.
All right. So basically, this was on the Joe Rogan podcast. He has a Netflix documentary. It's some guy who worked for S4, which is basically the offshoot of Area 51 in Nevada. And he worked there in the 80s. He went to Caltech, I think. And he was a scientist at, I can't remember the other place, but he was one of the best scientists in the world. Anyways, so he worked at S4 and then they had him work on the propulsion device for an object he didn't know what was it for.
Oh.
Basically it was this is the propulsion device for something. He didn't really know what. And then he started working on it and it was something that doesn't exist. It's literally science, it just doesn't exist here. It was basically on a tray. It was a half sphere and it had its own gravitational pull. And basically, but it was anti-gravity, I guess, because you couldn't touch it. You would try to touch it and it would push you away like magnets, which doesn't exist. You can't do that.
Mhm.
It's not a thing. So he was instantly when you first messed with it, he was shocked. And he was I don't understand how this works. So his job was to reverse engineer it and try to figure it out. And he had one other guy with him, and then so to be able to understand something like that, you kind of need to see how it works with its surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
So he was allowed on this UFO, basically, just an unidentified object, basically.
No way.
Yeah, and he said he's seen 9 of them, and this is all okay. So there's a lot of when this first happened, there's a lot of skeptics saying this guy's not credible. Obviously, there's no records of him working. They're not going to show that.
Mm-hmm.
And the government actually, got rid of his records at Caltech and at his other job. And so you can't find him, but there's pictures, there's videos of him graduating. There's people in his life that took him to school. There's literally like someone found a phone book of the other place he used to work, and like on the list is his name. But like if you call them, they'll say he never worked there. But like all these documents have him in there.
Damn.
Basically, he was like wiped away from doing all these things, just to lose credibility. And he says it's like his biggest regret because it gave him so many problems in life telling this story. He's like, I wish I wouldn't. Like, I have no reason to lie. Like, this literally is hurting. And like, obviously, the way I say it isn't as like it's not as believable. But if you listen to his full podcast, it's like, wow.
Really?
Like
I don't believe that.
But anyways, so he saw 9 objects which he didn't know. This is just a story. I don't know if I fully believe it either, but I mean it's very convincing the way he
It's
presents
pretty
it.
insane though, like to try and reverse engineer something that just doesn't exist.
Yeah, he equated
You
it
know?
to like dropping like a nuclear reactor in like Victorian times.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
they would kill themselves trying to.
Yeah.
And the guy before him who actually worked on it, why they had a position open, he died trying to reverse engineer it.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying, man.
And so he said he got on this craft. He said basically when you're there, it's like arms to your side, face forward. You don't look, you don't ask questions. He's like, we all knew we were working on this, but we weren't allowed to talk to any other teams about any other. And like he worked on propulsion, someone worked on something else, and like everyone has their own job, just trying to reverse engineer it. But he said nothing on that thing was like recognizable, like nothing was connected with wires. Like nothing is connected. It just works. Like it's all connected, but not like manually connected. He said there was only one thing that he understood how it worked. Like literally everything else was too advanced. Like it just didn't make sense. But there was like there was a bottom floor, a bottom level, and there was like, he made a good example. I think it was, he said like in a beer, you know when you have like a 6-pack, there's the dividers. Like you can press on the top of it and it's like really hard to crush, but if you press on the side it folds. He said that's how their like door to get down to the bottom was. It was like hexagons though, so you could stand on it, it wouldn't like it wouldn't fall, but if you like grabbed the side and pushed it, it would like give you a space to walk in. He's like, that's the only thing I looked at that made sense and I understood how it worked, but everything else, like he said there was no right angles, like they just don't use right angles for whatever reason. And it's just crazy, bro.
That's
like
really
whether it's
interesting.
real or not,
Yeah.
the story is just a good story, but it's to a lot of people it's convincing. But
That's a really good take on geometry, which is kind of weird to talk about, but like it really is like, you know, like knowing what types of structures are the strongest. You know, obviously in this case it appears right angles weren't as efficient for this craft that he's talking about.
Yeah.
You know, but something like a hexagon that we know like works perfect, or like how they want it to work. So it's kind of geometry's kind of
Wait,
it's
so
universal. You know.
with aliens, do you think, Arturo, that they're hiding aliens in Area 51?
Do I think that they're hiding aliens? I don't think they're hiding aliens
just,
per
like,
se.
harboring technology or something.
yeah, for me, I don't think they have aliens. Like I don't think that's
But
even in the realm of possibility. But like
even
a craft
technology?
that's not from this, or just technology that's not from this planet.
I don't personally. I don't think so, because I'm sure more would have gotten out, or it would have been a bigger scandal. Obviously, I'm probably wrong, or might be wrong, but I don't know. I feel like we would have seen some of the technology in our days, which we might have had. You know, something
Yeah.
from that might have been pulled into our daily lives, but I have no idea. But I really don't think that something like that's going on. I'm sure that it's really just a weapons
Yeah.
based type.
I mean,
thing,
when
you
this
know?
story came out of Bob Lazar in the 80s, it's like what put Area 51 like
On the
as a
map.
household name.
Yeah.
And it was like a huge, it's not talked about as much anymore,
Yeah.
unless you like really are into like, if you go looking for it. But like there was this thing that he said, the way to get into S4, it was like something you put your hand, this is in the 80s, you put your hand on, it measures like the length of the bones in your finger, which is very like just for you, like it's very,
Yeah.
exact to you.
Huh.
And everyone like thought it was like bullshit. They're like, no, there's no way. Like that doesn't exist. It didn't exist in the 80s, doesn't exist now. He's like, no, I swear. And then it got declassified like a few years ago that they
no
used that. It was a thing.
Yeah.
Like it was technology being used. So there's just things that like you can't lie. Like
Yeah.
if like he at least worked there. Like
Mhm.
that's almost proven. So it's like the information is just.
I'm sure that your dad knows some shit.
I don't know.
Your,
I don't know
your
what
dad
he
was Air
knows.
Force, right?
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't work at Area 51.
Well,
though.
no,
I mean,
obviously, but
But I don't think he knows about. That's so classified,
no,
bro.
no,
Even if
yeah.
you work there, you don't know.
No. I realize that, but I'm sure people higher up than us. Obviously, I'm sure they know a lot more than we do. You know,
I disagree.
You
I
don't
don't think they
think
do. I think they know about whatever they're high up in. Like if you're in the FBI or if you don't know about just
yeah,
like it, especially like if it's classified stuff. You don't just know about it.
yeah.
Like that's too much of a risk.
Mm. It's weird how they classify stuff. I was talking to Callum, a friend of mine. He's working at Raytheon. It's like a defense company
Mhm.
in McKinney, and he says that like he's an intern, so he doesn't have his like declassified information card, whatever,
His clearance.
Yeah, he doesn't have his clearance, so everything he works on is under like separate names, like random stuff. Like he'll be working on the finances for something called like ice cream
Yeah.
or something like that, like something completely different than what it actually is, just so because they can't tell you like what it
Yeah.
is you're working, because it's military stuff, which is kind of cool, like how they can just, and there's no way he's gonna find out.
Yeah.
He could ask as many people as he wants, but if he doesn't have that clearance, he's not gonna get it.
Do you think it's wrong that they even classify information?
No.
That it shouldn't go out to
I don't
the
think it's wrong, because depending on what it is, it could cause mass hysteria. If
public? Like,
if the general public,
what would cause mass hysteria?
if the general public,
If they knew that we had alien technology,
yeah,
do
that
you
would,
think if they divulged that from the beginning, do you think it would still cause mass hysteria? Like, would they say that we found, like, if they said
for
on the
right
news,
when they found it,
yeah, like,
yeah,
if
it
they
would've-
said we on
yeah.
the news, like, we found
Right when they
alien
found it,
technology
yeah.
in the desert.
Bro,
or
that's like the
something.
two biggest. Like they were talking about this on the pod. Like the two biggest questions in
Yeah.
history are like, why are we here, and are we the only ones here?
yeah.
Like if you answer one of those questions, that like changes. So like it's
changes
not
the
just.
whole last-
Yeah.
I mean, you guys believe in aliens, right? Like, we're not the only
yeah, I
ones.
believe
I
there's
believe,
life out
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And you believe that they have alien technology.
I don't know
Oh
if I
my
believe
God.
it. I mean, it's. If you would ask me a week ago before I listened to this podcast and before I like read articles about this guy and really like dove into it, I would have said there's no way Area 51's holding any. But like now it's like I
think-
wouldn't bet either way because I don't know. Like I really just don't know.
I
Yeah.
think Area 51 is like I don't want to say weapons, but like a development center where
Yeah.
there's like the leading edge. It's like,
Well, yeah, that's proven. That's like for sure.
so there's some technology that may
nuclear
look
weapons.
alien to people that work there, since so much is classified that they don't know what's alien and what's not. Maybe we're that advanced. Like, I have no idea. It's just-
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
It's-
the thing that
it's
the
really-
science community didn't understand.
It's really weird to think about, like, how much stuff we don't know. Like, how advanced are we really?
Yeah,
That
like,
we know or
we're talking
don't
about
know.
when they-
But the
Watch-
thing is, to be that advanced, like you need the best scientists in the world.
Yeah.
And if the best scientists in the world don't understand it, it's not in the like. There's a scientific community.
Mm-hmm.
So like if it's like people know the same information once you're that like into the science community, and the fact that he like said it's like impossible, this doesn't exist. It was using a compound. What was it? It was like 115 or something. They like just put it on the periodic table.
That's the one from Call of Duty Zombies.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Unu Pentium or some shit like that.
Really?
Ubu Pentium. I don't
But anyway, so the thing they were looking at was full of it. It's like what it ran off of.
know. No way.
But it just doesn't exist here. Like they were
Yeah.
able to make like 4 atoms at one time that like
It-
disintegrated instantly.
Yeah, it's not even a rare earth mineral. It's literally like you can make it, but it's just so unstable that it just
Yeah,
doesn't,
that's right.
It's
And-
so unstable that it just doesn't. It deteriorates. Like
Yeah,
not
he was
good.
saying that there was a stable version of that
Yeah.
used in this, and it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't exist.
Chemistry's insane. I think. Yeah, like what actually goes into like the mechanisms and stuff. It's pretty insane. I mean, we're actually supposed to at this point know every possible element that could exist on the universe is what we think, right? As of right now,
Wait, you
based
saying
on the
that-
periodic table.
You think the periodic table is all they are? Like, that's it?
No, well, that's what top scientists believe, that it's pretty much complete.
Really? I
Yeah,
don't know.
based
I
on the
don't think
number-
there's any way.
based
that
on
it's
the
even
number
Yeah, I
of-
feel like there's no way.
Based on the number of combinations you could produce, like your protons, neutrons, electrons type thing, is what I've read a long time ago.
What's
It might be
stopping
different
you
before
from taking the biggest
because
one who's adding another one?
because it won't be stable. It won't be stable enough to really produce an atom.
And at any
like
any state.
it won't produce anything. It's just going to be an anion or an ion. It's going to be positive or negative, but it won't be something new, if that makes sense. Because that's how you make shit, right? You add either a positive charge or a negative charge, proton or electron or a neutron, but a neutron really just adds mass. You know.
I guess. I mean, I feel like there's no way that the periodic table's it, because
It's complete.
yeah, like
I want to look
they
up
say
why
a
they
lot-
believe that. I'm sure they don't just believe it for whatever. Like, I'm sure the explanation is very scientific.
Because at
But
one point,
I just don't think there's no way.
it's
bro.
complete. That's the thing.
But
It's
I'm
very
not, I don't know
unfeasible.
enough.
It's very unfeasible. Like, because like there has to be stuff out there we don't know. But at one point, the periodic table had blanks in it.
Right.
You know, we knew there were certain elements in certain spots, but we just couldn't fit whatever thing it was until we found it in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So like it makes sense that we might not be finished, but I believe as of what they know right now, they're mostly finished. I mean, yeah, that's what I believe at least, if I'm correct. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Another thing that they were talking about when he brought up the fact that like nothing had right angles, everything was very different, like unrecognizable, is that little things that happened in our history, like if they were changed in any way, we'd be at a completely different spot.
Yeah.
Like they brought up the example that like when electricity came out, there was like the ability to have wireless electricity came out like right after, but it never really caught on. They said if everything was made wirelessly, like from the beginning, like the personal computer wouldn't have been the same. Like
Yeah.
your phones wouldn't be the same. Like literally every technology would be different. So it's just weird that we think this is very normal, the world we live in, but it's very like so many millions of decisions brought us here, and if these decisions are changed, like everything changes.
Have you heard of the Fallout series, the video games?
Yeah.
You've heard of them, right, Alex?
I was just thinking about that.
So in the Fallout like universe, it's supposed to be sometime in the future, like 2270 whatever, sometime around there. So in that universe, and like their idea of the universe, the transistor. I don't know if you know what a transistor is, right? Sort of, kind of. It was. I don't exactly know what it is, but it's a mechanical device. But in that world, the transistor wasn't used. It wasn't developed as much as it is now. Transistor is what allows us to have like computers, real well working computers, really high end. But they instead developed nuclear energy. So all of their focus was on nuclear energy. So they have, for example, nuclear powered cars instead of gas powered cars like we have do. But some stuff deteriorated, like their computers. They're still rocking the old type green text type computers because they'd never developed the technology to put it into those type of things, if that makes sense. So like it's an example like that, like how we started to develop one thing and change the course of technology.
Yeah, that's the
versus
thing. It's
another
like
thing.
Yeah, nuclear power is better than like just gas power.
Yeah.
Like it makes more power. But then you have to engineer everything for that, which can leave you like worse off, which is true.
I mean, well, it's just different. It's not worse off.
Yeah,
no,
it's
but
not
if
worse
they're
off,
if they're
it's
still
different.
typing on like green text, for example, like
No.
their screens aren't as advanced.
Yeah, but their cars could hit 4,000 miles an hour.
Right. I mean, yeah, but so I guess certain things are worse off, but they were saying that with the wireless technology, like wireless is better than wired, but we would have been so far behind as far as like technology goes,
Well,
just like what we know now.
Behind in some things, but very ahead in some other things, I assume, right?
But really ahead in only the power delivery, like having that power, but like everything that comes with it, it's so much easier to create things with wires.
Yeah.
Power delivery, I feel that's a big part of
But the
any advancement.
That's true, but the thing is, we're getting power with wires, enough power to get all this. It's like, what if we had a computer that didn't have as nice of a screen or as nice of like all these things, but it ran wirelessly, like because there's wires on the inside.
I don't know if we're still talking about aliens, but if you are, and they like developed their society with no wires, and they got to space travel, it'll make sense that they would be more advanced than us. That
No, I was just talking about like just in general, like
Real
here.
world.
Yeah, like because when the example like was when electricity was actually invented here.
Yeah.
But no, I see what you're saying.
With the wireless electricity, how are they creating that? Like, are you talking about? Like,
I have no idea. It was just an example they threw. This is literally like from the podcast.
I feel like
this discussion.
I feel like that was what they were trying to do with the Tesla coils. or
Yeah, I think
not
it
Tesla,
was.
but you know,
I
like
don't
how
know.
they used to be in the metal cages and have the
I think
electricity
that is
shoot out and
I think
stuff.
that
Like
is the Tesla.
that is Tesla coils, right?
I think so.
Is that what I'm thinking about? Because we never saw that develop really. To this day, you don't see many like the transfer of energy from one metal to another without a wire. But I also feel like a wire is just more efficient.
I'm not sure if it's more. It's not more efficient.
You know, well, more
No,
maneuverable.
no, because bro, if you have a completely wireless energy, it's literally like you can. It's just better. Just like
I think
you don't
it's-
need
but
any
you can
wires.
maneuver
I think
it
wires are
anywhere.
just more simple because you could run circuits
it'll-
and they can pass each
yeah.
other and not
But
interfere.
it would
and-
be like a field. It's like you set this up around your house or something, and it's
And everything is
yeah,
powered.
and it's just a field, and everything just comes on. No
Yeah.
wires, no anything. You just
right.
stick stuff on, press the power button, and that's it.
Yeah. Would you need to press the power button? Because the power button, all it really is
That's the only way to-
is a circuit, right?
A power. I mean,
You're pushing in
Would
so
there
that
be
the
a power
circuit can
button?
be closed and that it can run the system. So you wouldn't need
How would the power button get power
Then
if
how
the
would
power
it-
was turned off?
What?
how would
Crazy.
No, you get what I'm saying, right? Alex?
I mean, sort of.
I mean, there probably wouldn't be a power button. It'd just
There
be
would
a
be a
thing.
power button. How would you turn it off if it's always on?
But the thing
It's
is,
just power.
a power button is
What?
you would just need to place it in the field. A power button closes the circuit so you can run
No,
your
I mean
item,
like a
right?
power button on an Xbox.
Obviously,
Right, but that's
obviously,
with wires. That it only
Yes.
if it was a field, it wouldn't work like
It
that.
doesn't matter if it has wires or not.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Because it always gets electricity. There's always electricity.
But what is a
being
power
ran
button?
through
Does
it.
the power button not close the circuit so that it runs?
I don't know what a power button does. All I know is it turns it on.
Okay, think about a light, bro. Think about the Edison. Oh, we don't have
It's
the
over
Edison
there,
now. Oh,
sure.
okay, think about the Edison. All the Edison does is close and open a circuit so energy can run through.
Bro,
it.
an Xbox is way more complicated than
Obviously,
a light bulb.
No, but a
No, it's
power
not.
button is a power button.
But
It
it's the same
literally just
concept.
closes the circuit.
It might not be the same on an Xbox, obviously, because it does very different things. It shuts it down in a different way. But at the very base of it, it opens and closes the circuit.
It'll be a power button would be like turning on and off your Wi-Fi. That's it.
Okay,
You see how you get how Wi-Fi is like a field.
Yes.
So, but you still need you still want that regulation to turn it on and off. in case
But
you
the
don't
thing
use
is,
it.
okay, but your field or whatever of your power will still always be on. It won't
Yeah.
actually be off.
You're not turning
Yeah.
off the whole power grid. You just turn off.
Okay,
power
I
to
see what you're
that.
saying. You're just
No,
disconnecting.
yeah, I get what you're
but-
saying. Yeah, but I'm just schematics. Fuck, I was gonna say something. I forgot. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool to think about though.
Do you think?
how much different stuff
What do you
could have
think? Like you know how when the internet was invented, that was a big leap for humanity.
Yeah.
What do you think a big invention would be that would change humanity's whole course?
been in the future.
Yeah, like another invention.
Like
Wait,
those milestone inventions. that really
Do you think
changed.
the smartphone was a milestone
Yeah.
invention? I
No,
think it
no,
would.
not on the
I think it
same
was one of the
level.
biggest milestone inventions of our generation.
the smartphone?
Think about it, Alex. We're
I-
connected
I
24/7
mean, there's
because of
definitely
this.
I was
bigger.
thinking,
like
like,
you
the
look at
internet, like the
electricity and then the internet. Like the smartphone, it takes advantage of the internet in a different way, and which was a very different way at the time. But it's not, the internet's still way more of a milestone.
Yeah,
than
'cause,
the
like-
smartphone.
I used to think that the internet was discovered.
What?
That like
It's
it
like
wasn't
Elon
made,
Musk.
but it was like
It was
always
been-
there. We
it's
just
been here the
harnessed
whole
it. And I was like, wait, no, actually, I think you were the one like, yo, bro, you're stupid. Man, I used to be thinking, but no. If you really think about it, or I'm a big proponent for the smartphone being a milestone because we reached the point where we're connected 24/7.
You
We
seen
always have the
Apple's-
device on
You
us.
seen Apple's commercials? They're so big headed. It's it was the wheel, then it was fire, then there's a picture of the iPhone.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
maybe
the
not
next
like that,
biggest
but-
one would just be integration of technology, in your physical being.
Dude, I
Oh,
was
you think
thinking
so?
about that more and
Yeah.
more. That I feel like that's gonna happen.
Oh, for sure, bro.
There people
yeah.
are gonna be cyborg. Jesus,
Sorry, my bad.
people are gonna be cyborgs, and
That's crazy, bro. Literally, your hip fails.
all
You just put in this technology that's just so much better than a human bones,
Yeah.
and it just works so much better, and you never have hip problems for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Just things like that.
Is that going to be the next advancement in medicine? You think?
I mean, it's happening already.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just
but,
technology.
But to that
Just
extent,
technology
I don't-
involved in.
I don't feel like it'll
Your
be
body.
in movies how it's just all mechanical. It'll look like a hand or something. It's not like you're gonna have a cannon on your arm.
Yeah.
Do you not think it gets to that point?
I mean, the
though?
thing is, it's not
Yeah,
really a milestone because, like, you look at prosthetics. Like, technically, they're just getting better,
Yeah.
like, at an insane rate.
Do you think prosthetics would ever be like organic? You just touch them on it. It's like it literally feels exactly the same.
Yeah, I think they'll
I
make
feel at
them,
one
like,
point, yeah.
chemically exactly identical to you. Like, I feel like it could possibly.
You order a new set of toes, bro.
I don't think that's gonna be in our lifetime,
Maybe not, but I think
Not-
there's
not
no way it will
organically.
never happen.
but I think in our lifetime, I think we will get to almost not to very lifelike prosthetics.
Okay.
So very like limb control,
Yeah.
movement,
That's a hard thing to
a
do.
neural network. You can control it perfectly.
Yeah.
I think we'll get very close to that, but I don't think we're gonna get to organic in our lifetime.
That's crazy. Like, no misfires, just millions of firings that
Millions
work
of neurons,
perfectly.
yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, there's stuff out there that really works like that, but it's just
Like
not to a
moving your-
commercial.
Moving your finger is not easy, bro. It's
Bro,
so much happening.
Hands are crazy. There's so many muscles that we just contract and loosen up that are just insane.
And it's just a natural instinct to
Yeah.
understand
We don't
what
think
to,
about
like,
it.
yeah.
We just know what it is.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
Wild.
Hands are sick, I guess.
Hands are sick, bro.
I had a point. What was I going to say? Oh, okay. So me and Morgan were talking about this. I always make the argument that in our lifetime, we will be able to live like 20 years older than the lifespan is now.
Mm-hmm.
She's saying there's no way 20 years in the next like
I think
60 years.
I think it's possible.
Bro, I think it'll get there.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
people will be healthy at 100 consistently.
Technology, especially in medicine, seems to increase exponentially.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
it's like
Like I think there's a
It's gonna
possibility
go up.
we could be like 120
Mhm.
and be healthy or like at our end at that age.
The world's oldest person increases all the time. You know, it's been increasing since
Right.
we started
increases
living.
every second.
Every
But
second.
the thing is, it doesn't increase by 20 years like that. in
No,
people's lives.
obviously. It's
But I
gonna be
think since it's
gradual.
exponential,
Yeah.
it will.
You think
Like
so?
it'll be, okay, now you can live to 120, and then in 6 years, now you can live to 180.
Hmm.
Like it's just gonna get,
Faster
it's gonna
and
become
faster.
more like every year. You're gaining more
Is-
than a year on your life.
Is there a
Yeah.
country where the what's it called, life expectancy is at 100 yet, or even like in the 90s?
I don't.
Probably
well,
like Norway, bro.
In the 90s,
Bro, Norway
probably,
has
but
some high life expectancy.
I wouldn't say 100 is life expectancy.
Those Scandinavian countries, they're all like they're off the highest, I think, is them.
No.
I wonder what the highest. It's probably. I would say 80s, bro. Like
No,
we're the average
yeah.
because 80s is
Yeah.
old.
I feel like the
but it
highest.
happened
I feel like the highest.
to like
is
average.
86.
We can look it up.
Yeah,
we got
let's
a
look it up.
computer.
I know.
Hmm.
So, like, do you think humans would ever get to like space travel? Just like literally just going throughout this.
I think
you-
so. At one point,
galaxy?
yeah. At one
You
point, I
think
mean,
so?
people are planning about it right now. Maybe not like
People aren't
like Mass
planning,
Effect
though.
type
Like, what do you mean?
travel.
Like,
You know,
what type of
No.
travel?
I don't think it's gonna be. Well, I don't know. You know, like humans in general throughout human.
Like more than just a solar system. Like to another star.
I think so. At some point, we will.
Like humans, not just like products of, not like robots, drones.
All right, so let me just touch on this real quick. So Monaco in 2015 had 89.52 years. That's
Oh
average
wow,
life.
Monaco.
With the lowest is Chad at
Monaco.
49.81.
Monaco's
That's not
super
even
small.
a country.
No, it is.
basically.
It is a country, but it's a.
It's
It's
the only reason it's a country is for that race.
It
The
is a-
Monaco Grand Prix,
it is a country, but it's just a city, right?
basically.
Like Vatican City type thing. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's great. I didn't know that. Actually.
So y'all were talking about if we'll go to space like as humans
Yeah.
or like to a different. That's
I don't know
crazy.
actually.
Bro, do you know that there's chimps that are using like spears to hunt fish and stuff, and scientists believe they're like going into the Stone Age.
No way.
Yeah, that they're
Like
like
today?
they're evolving. No, not today. I
What
mean,
do you
not
mean?
like specifically today, but just like really recently.
Bro,
No, well, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
today's time.
Yeah.
So
Bro,
that's kind of cool.
I've been thinking about like animals are gonna start evolving, and like eventually, animals are gonna be making fire and stuff. Then we're gonna be.
What
Yeah,
if? Like that'd be kind of insane if.
but the thing is, since like evolution is exponential as far as like the evolution that we're experiencing right
Yeah.
now, we'll always be ahead. Like,
I
No,
don't
obvious-
know. I
obviously.
don't know because they're evolving after. Well, this is super hypothetical, but if they eventually are evolving like us and we're still around and they're like us, they have us to learn from. So they'll be like humans 2.0. So they
Right.
do everything better.
Yeah.
What
And
if
then
they just
they'll
make better decisions? Like they do go with wireless
No,
instead of
no,
wired.
like,
at
they
the
can look at
beginning,
us.
and it ends up in a different.
And then we're number 2. Then.
What if it ends up being two races of people in the end? You know,
Yeah.
like the original humans and the post. Well,
2.0s.
maybe not humans, but whatever they grow up to be.
Just
you
as
know?
sophisticated.
Something sapiens. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
But I mean, that's the reason they're in the Stone Age and they hit the Stone Age like we hit the Stone Age is
Yeah.
because they've seen humans do it.
Yeah, I mean, you learn by example. So it might, like Alex said, it might come even faster because we're the example we've
Yeah.
shown. You know.
I mean, definitely, yeah. When you have something to base all your first decisions off of,
We're gonna be faster.
yeah.
But it also, like Alex said, it allows us to not make the same bad decisions we once made. So that's kind of interesting. I did not know about that actually. That's really cool. Like
yeah, I can pull up a
tools.
picture of a.
Oh, a monkey using a
Yeah.
spear. A chimp. That's-
I mean, they're like actually surprisingly good at tools and stuff.
Or
Like,
animals
uh,
or
like primates are good tool users.
animals. I feel like animals are smarter than people think. Like killer whales, bro. They
Yeah.
legit like talk.
Oh, they have.
I
Oh,
don't know
wow.
if you can see that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fishing with a spear.
That's fake.
It's not fake. I
That's
thought it was
actually
fake
a
too.
person in a monkey in a monkey suit.
But it's
No,
a
that's
thing.
super cool actually.
I get
Kind of
it.
crazy.
Yeah, but did they really Did they figure it out? We had to figure it out, and
I think
just
they
watched
figured.
us.
I think they figured it out. Like I feel like even if I saw a monkey with a spear, like yeah, that's crazy, but like it's like oh they figured it out. It's not too far fetched. It's not like
You'll be proud of that monkey.
it's not like I would be like that has to be fake. There's no way someone trained it. It's like no,
That
it makes sense in
yeah.
evolution
Yeah.
That's a really
to
good
start
band
using
name.
tools instead of just what you're given.
Monkey with the spear.
Monkey with a spear.
Yeah, that works. I like that. No, it does make sense though. I mean, at the end of the day, life improvises. You know, life wants to make it wants to have the best options for itself.
Yeah.
So if you
Here's a
can
monkey
have
with an AK.
so if you can have something like a tool, like a spear, to hunt fish, which is going to allow you to get more food, be more nutritious, reproduce more, you know, it's just going to adapt. Life finds a way.
Just bro, when they understand fire, that's different.
Bro,
Yeah.
what if
They
start
cook their
putting
food
out-
and they like throw Molotov cocktails and shit.
Bro,
It's going to be some Planet of the Apes shit.
Some
bro.
monkeys
Bro,
just
bro,
Bro, it's
lighting
going to
stuff
be
on
you,
fire.
bro.
Bro, apes are gonna make some fire music, bro. Imagine.
Yeah. Should
Some
be
heat.
crazy. Oh, man.
Yeah, big
That-
ape guy.
Big ape guy?
Yeah.
Are you an ape guy or a monkey guy?
Honestly, I like monkeys better.
You're a
Monkeys,
monkey?
apes scare me, bro. They can
Yeah.
they can like accidentally kill you.
Apes are scary. Monkeys, I think, well, monkeys are more playful, but I feel like apes are more, they're definitely closer to us.
Apes are too serious, man.
Have you ever
So
like
chill out, bro.
handled one of those like little monkeys?
Like the little,
Like a
yeah,
spider
at the
monkey?
zoo
Yeah,
or
just like a
something.
spider monkey or something.
Yeah.
Bro, you understand how smart they are. Like
Yeah.
you look at them and like you know they like
Yeah.
they're different than other
Like they're
animals.
trying to figure
They're-
stuff out.
Yeah, they're understanding. They
Yeah.
understand.
It's not just based off.
But then you like
instinct,
have a rabbit that you're playing with. You know they don't get it. Like they're not thinking.
yeah.
It's just different, bro.
Yo, there's videos of like chimps like learning behaviors, like when they grow up around people. That's like.
What was that
people
chimp that
smoking
knew
and stuff
sign
like that.
language?
Yeah, they teach
Yeah,
they
it
teach
was-
that
what
to
was
apes
that?
all the time.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like a huge famous story.
Yeah, it was pretty big. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the
What was
name.
the
right
chimp's
now.
name? I can't even remember. But I remember learning about that in psychology a lot.
Yeah. What apes do have is a lot better short term memory that we have.
Then we have.
Insanely incredible short term memory than we have. Because we're really a long term memory organism by now. Our short term memory isn't great. There was actually a video I saw in psychology about they would show numbers on a screen with some circles around them, for example, and they were scattered. Like 1 through 10 were scattered on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
and afterward they gave you 10 seconds to look at the screen, and then afterwards the numbers would go away, and you would have to press the the numbers in order, the circles in order, the number they were,
Mhm.
and apes had like twice as faster as a human did in those
Really?
tests. Yeah, and the ape could see the numbers, which is and understood the value. This one's higher than this one, for example, type thing. So it was actually really cool to see.
It's our only competition
I mean,
for real.
because think about it, like, I mean, but at the end of the day, it's what they use. We don't use our short-term memory like that. Apes have to use their short-term memory to see, like, for example, the tree they're climbing. They have to remember the movements,
Like how to get down.
all the details where we don't need that anymore.
Yeah, we just evolved away from that. I
Yeah.
mean, and long-term memory is very useful
Yeah.
We could just
for
write-
what we do.
For what we do now, yeah,
just
exactly.
take a picture of the short term stuff.
Yeah.
But it's interesting
True.
to see though, like how we're not the best at everything.
Yeah.
We're like the best at one thing. It's like
Throwing.
No,
we're the
thrower.
best
No, I
at
mean,
being
it's
the
like-
best. We're the
it's
best
like,
at learning.
It's like learning, yeah.
We're the best at a lot of things.
Well,
We're the best throwers on the planet.
who cares about throwing,
That's true.
bro?
But no, but you're saying that we're the best at only one thing. Throwing is a big thing.
Okay, well, I didn't
you
mean
couldn't
literally
kill
one thing.
you
I mean,
couldn't kill buffaloes and stuff without throwing.
yeah, it's a big
You know?
it's a big part of that's who we are. But like people,
learning
as
also,
an
yeah.
animal, like we're not good at much
Mhm.
as far as like from a physical standpoint.
We're
It's
good
just,
at
like, thinking and
at stamina.
fig-
We-
yeah.
We're one of the only organisms that can like. That's one of the reasons we were able to hunt so well is because we could outrun a lot of, maybe not in speed, but just in overall length, the length of that other animals used to traverse, and then throw shit at them to kill them. So it worked out both ways. But I wouldn't say that. I think humans are really good at a lot of
for
things.
other animals our size. A 200-pound animal, like what are other animals that are 200 pounds?
I don't know.
Panthers, probably.
No, I feel like they're lighter. Oh no, a panther could be 200 pounds.
That's a big panther, actually. Maybe not.
I feel like 200 pounds is a big animal for how like animals would just like murk us.
But the thing is, you
Big
can't.
Marcus.
They would.
Like, we could really. Like, even before we had all this technology, let's say we were just in the Stone Age. Like, the ability to just have spears and be able to throw, like, spears and things like that.
Yeah, but
let
that's-
us kill almost like.
That's us like
Everything,
using the one thing
You're
we're good
talking
at,
about
which
just
is
physical versus physical traits.
yeah. Like
I mean, yeah, but that's not.
but we're good at.
but
using,
we're still
at
good.
using
Do you
what
think
we have. Like,
Humans are the
tools are such
best
a big part.
organisms at adapting.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're the only ones. Not say the only ones, but we're the best ones at figuring out like what's going on. Even
Well,
to
there's
adapt.
another one.
Huh?
There's another one.
But you put
Yeah.
you put a human compared to a lot of animals, just physical. Humans like are still like very strong, very like aggressive
Bro, we're-
animals.
we're
Not anymore,
strong.
but
We're
like
not strong, bro.
we kind of are. Like
What's
compare-
No, but
compared
the
to-
thing is, Alex, these are animals that are out there every day, killing stuff. Like they're living lives. We're sedentary now. We don't do shit. We lay at home and watch Netflix, bro.
like compared to these animals, but I'm saying like you look at the food chain, bro.
Yeah.
Literally anything smaller than us, we can basically handle. But there's animals that are big that can't handle animals that are smaller than them. Like we're not the best in nature, like the strongest animals, the fastest animals, but we're not terribly built.
Yeah. We're apex
we're-
predators for a reason.
That's because like our brain, not like our
But
physical.
but it's not. It's also because they're physical. Like I said, the stamina.
Bro,
the
what
throwing,
animal do you think you could take in a fight? That's about your size.
The biggest. Like, are you talking about
What's the biggest animal you
could
think
take?
you could take in a fight?
You
That
can
I-
take an ostrich, bro.
I'd fuck.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, you can take an
Do you
ostrich.
think-
You just grab its neck, bro, and snap it.
bro.
Like,
Low key, I feel like that's just Like I feel like we can figure out how to take down an animal.
Yeah. Because we know how to adapt. And
like an ostrich
yeah.
is huge, but I think
Yeah,
a
but
human
I-
can-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. Do you think? But like,
You don't give humans enough
predators.
credit.
And it's
We're
not you
apex
compare
for a
humans
reason, bro.
as like, oh, that you couldn't take on, but there's humans out there
Yeah.
that, especially if humans were like still
Yeah.
hunting every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's what
humans
I'm
get
talking
there
about,
and the fittest survive. Like now, people who are weak, who are slow, they survive. They don't. But if it's survival of the fittest, like you have the best humans roaming the earth, like they'll be able to kill a lot of things.
yeah. Still, a chimp could mark us.
Oh yeah,
Well, they could murk us, but think like, do you think a chimp could murk like
Bro,
some Olympic wrestler or some
Yes.
Olympic
Bro,
fighter
you know
or
what I
something
think?
like that?
You know why I think that people die to animals a lot is
Right.
because our natural instinct. Let's say you're on like a tour, like on these like safari tours, right? And a chimp starts attacking you. it's kind of weird if you see the chimp running at you and you instantly like get ready to fight and like a lot of people like
Panic.
especially when they're in social environments
Yeah.
take things from animals and then when it gets super serious start fighting like
Bro,
defending
like,
themselves.
Like,
But if you're ready, like if you see an animal and you choose to like, that's like people don't do that really.
like when
You
people
square
say they're
up with a
scared of
chimp?
dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like people, if they came down to it, the people would probably kill a dog. You know.
Yeah, but people don't.
But it's like they just,
yeah.
just don't want to.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I'm not gonna do anything to this dog, but it can mess me up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
We
people,
lack that now.
yeah, people are very like relaxed and very like last minute. Okay, something's very wrong. Like I need to defend myself.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't like that, if it was natural,
I feel like a chimp would still kill us.
I think yeah,
Beat us.
possibly. But I think it would. Like if you saw someone get
Wait,
in a room with a chimp and try their heart out to kill this chimp, I think it wouldn't be as like
Yeah, like if they knew how to fight, because maybe like chimps, they're strong and stuff, but they don't like.
They don't have a technique.
Yeah.
like you kick a chimp, he's
Sock
not
him in
gonna
his
like
chin.
under like
You seen that dude punching a kangaroo?
yeah.
It was just shook.
I feel like if you put in two bloodlusted, you put a chimp in there and an average human, like your average American per se, I'd say I'd put the human up 8 out of 10 times.
No,
Bloodlusted.
no. Can you at least give my guy a knife?
No, bloodlusted.
You don't even
hands
need
only.
a
How you gonna
No,
kill,
bro.
bro? The thing got a jaw of steel.
That's
Okay,
the thing.
but-
I
but
wouldn't
you're-
give it 9. What'd you say? 8 out of
8
10?
out of 10.
I'll
yeah.
give that thing. I'll give it a human.
I would give it 5 out of 5, bro. Literally, I think that's a very fair
5 out
fight.
of 10.
Or 5 out of 10. Yeah.
I would give it. I would say it's like a 6-4 matchup, bro, in favor of the chip.
In favor of chimp? I don't think so, man.
I think it's even.
I think
Nah,
you
bro,
gotta
it's like
give
a
humans more
7-3.
credit, man.
There's no how,
Bro,
What are you
I
gonna
wouldn't.
do?
I wouldn't give it to the. How heavy are chimps?
Well, yeah. What type of chimp are we talking about? Because we might be talking about completely different things.
I'm talking about a chimpanzee. That's the only. It's one species, bro.
How
A
big do you think,
chimpanzee.
Your average one.
Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, you're gonna get their stats, their reach.
Between 90 and 120 pounds.
Fuck that, bro. I'll fuck it up, bro. 90 pounds.
You kick it in the forehead, bro.
Not even that, bro. You could just.
Hey man,
Nah,
how,
bro, I
how
give
much
a
can one of
human-
those things squat, bro?
66 pound on average.
Like
60
that's smaller, bro. I'm 200
And a
pounds.
male is 75, 232. Bro, if you're a 200-pound male,
132 pounds. That would kill.
is
him.
the heaviest.
Bro, he'd beat our ass.
But
Oh,
you
yeah,
take an
he'd be
average
nice.
chimp and an average human.
I can think I could take a 66 pounder.
You look at there's
Hell yeah,
humans
bro.
that are 400 pounds.
Yeah.
There's human and they're still built well. There's humans that are 300 pounds and ripped. But if you take the average on average, bro,
You
let's
get-
say like a 90 pounder versus like a 180 pounder.
You get Zion Williamson. You fuck that shit up, bro. You fucking eat it.
Yeah, bro, I'm
Especially
bro.
bloodlusted,
They're
bro.
so strong.
If no, but the
They're
thing is, so
so
are we,
strong.
Alex. You don't like
no,
a bloodlusted
not
human.
like them. You don't, bro.
But it is. You're
But
They
what
kill
are they-
people accidentally. Like
so we can kill people accidentally too.
not
The only
like hugging
thing-
them to death.
The only thing I would say is they're more, like they're just more aggressive. Like yeah, I think we're built better, but I
Bro,
think
have
like
you
they'll
seen-
bite you in the neck
Bro, have you
and
seen-
start shaking and just rip you apart. They'll rip your arms out of your sockets. But a human will play
Well,
more
that's-
defense, bro.
Well,
and
well
just
that's what
more
I'm
like-
saying. A bloodlusted human that is looking to kill only that is the only thing in his mind. That's what I'm using to compare just
We're
physical to
gonna take
physical.
an L.
I'm not talking mental. Physical to physical, I think I think a human could take it.
Like
Bro,
a human,
there's
your
no-
best bet is to
the-
like stomp its head in.
the more
Like,
I think about
you're not
this-
gonna bite it. You're not gonna.
The more,
But
I think,
why aren't we gonna bite it?
why
because
would you?
we're just not built
It's,
to.
it's impractical, bro. The things like this
yeah,
high off the
that's
ground.
impractical.
You're gonna hurt yourself, tearing it. Bro, you're
All
gonna-
we have is
Chip
blows,
tooth.
really. But they have like, I would still call it even. I would
Nah.
call it.
Have you seen their
half
teeth?
half. Yeah,
Teeth like that long, bro.
yeah.
They have fangs.
But bro, like, I don't know, bro.
You got those Dracula teeth,
they do.
the plastic ones.
Look at them, bro. They're just mean. And bro, all
They are
wild
mean.
animals are all
They
also
are
mean.
mean. But humans can be.
No,
But the
not
thing is, bro,
anymore.
The thing
not
is, we don't
anymore.
see
We're
it. No,
soft.
but the thing. Okay, but that's the thing.
Look at
Mentally, no, we're not soft. Mentally, yes, we are soft today. But if you took just the physical capabilities of a person,
That thing don't have gang signs. You see his hand?
listen to me. If you take just the physical capabilities of a person, I'm positive that they could take it, because you're not giving humans enough credit.
I think humans can beat chimpanzees, but I don't think the average the average human walking around on this planet will beat a wild chimpanzee.
You
I don't
think so?
I don't think so.
The average wild chimpanzee.
Yeah, because they're wild, bro. They're the fittest of the fit. There's a
But
reason
that's what
they're
I'm
alive.
saying. Take out the mental aspect. I'm talking just physical.
Yeah,
You
I don't
don't
think
think
the
so?
average.
Dude,
The average.
they're
I think
too-
humans. I think there's a human out there that is just superior and can beat a chimpanzee 10 out of 10 times. I think that exists. It's
That's like somebody that specializes in chimpanzee fighting.
yeah, but that's the thing. Humans can.
Chimpanzee cage fighters.
Honestly,
Like-
that's not something an average human could do.
Yeah, but an average human can't. But I think there's humans out there. If the fittest humans,
If the fittest human fought the fittest chimpanzee, who would win?
the fittest, I don't know.
Chimpanzee-
Yeah,
fittest chimpanzee,
I
bro.
bet the fittest chimpanzee.
Bro,
But if the
I don't
fittest
think-
human fought an average chimpanzee, I think humans can beat chimpanzees.
Bro,
But I don't think the
you
average would
understand
be
how
better.
they can rip arms out of sockets.
That's true. But I think there's humans out there that are
There's not a human that could literally
not
rip your arm
but
off.
there's a human that could beat a chimpanzee
Bro,
in other ways.
getting hit by a chimpanzee when they like go down and they do that. Imagine that hitting you right on their nose.
But you
that-
can do it to them, bro.
But it
And you're
won't.
taller and you're bigger and you're just
But you're just too strong.
bro. But you
But
can catch
humans
a
are
chimp
strong,
black
too.
him, bro.
You catch
just
him blacking.
Stomp its head in.
If I had a
literally.
knife, bro, if they had a knife, if I had a knife on me, then I think
If
it
I
would
was
be
betting
fair.
on myself on a fully grown chimp, I don't think a knife would save me.
You don't think so?
No,
yeah, but
Just the
I,
gap.
bro, I don't know.
I mean, with
a
me-
gun would save me. A knife, I don't
Yeah.
think would save me.
I'll probably take an L.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm not beating a chimpanzee no matter. I'm not beating a baby chimpanzee, probably.
bro. Chimpanzee leaps at you. You have a knife in your hand, and they're coming at you flailing. You don't know where to start. Like we're not made for that. We sit on the computer all day.
So,
What the fuck do we know?
do I do, bro? I
Yeah.
can't crank my 90s.
I don't know, man. I just have a different opinion. I think you're underestimating human capabilities.
Arturo,
I think
I think you're overestimating.
I don't-
us.
I don't
think you're
think so.
overestimating
chimp.
the average human capabilities.
Bro,
I don't
we're
think I agree with you. Humans, like our body structure is built for like we can do amazing things that we don't understand.
We're
But I
soft.
think you have to understand what like our environment, bro. We're not built for that for thousands of years now.
These
Like,
wild animals sit in the jungle all day just waiting for smoke. They
That
literally
is
wait
true.
for stuff
That's
to
good.
walk up just to beat up and kill.
like the humans have the potential, but we just aren't there anymore. It's not used enough.
You know what all these chimps on this screen are thinking about?
Think about the average American, bro.
Beating ass.
You're walking in.
swinging.
Think about the average American. You're walking in the mall. Someone who's like mid-30s, bro. Just like
A dad.
yeah, like
Just chilling.
probably like a little chubby. If they're
Mhm.
average, they're not probably obese yet, but they're
They're getting there.
they're pretty
Mhm.
chubby. It's like
Joe six pack
nah,
type thing.
no six pack.
no,
what you-
like yeah.
yeah, carrot a six pack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
So what's
I'm,
you never answered? Did you think the biggest animal you could beat is an ostrich?
I
Or
don't
you
know.
think a chimp?
I don't know.
You think you could beat a chimp?
well,
I don't think I could. I don't think. I
Find me
could
an
beat a
ostrich. I'll do it.
Yeah, bro, I'd fight an ostrich, bro. What's the
Hell
worst
yeah.
that can happen, bro? You get kicked.
Yeah,
No,
peck,
no, no.
They'll peck you.
they'll peck you.
You just gotta wear goggles.
Look at their neck. That thing's not strong.
Bro, a peck in the face from an ostrich,
Yeah,
that'll mess
would-
you up,
yeah,
bro.
that'll hurt, bro.
Yeah, it would.
I'll leave a stinger.
But still, I don't think you could. Now that I think about
It would be hard to kill a human.
I
An
feel like-
ostrich would be really hard.
I feel like
Do
finding
they
an
have crazy
ostrich-
talents? I don't know if ostriches
Nah.
have. No.
I feel
I
like they
don't think
don't
so.
because they're run. So they must
They're
be
like-
dull.
They have like
That's why.
duck
That's
feet type thing, no?
I don't know. I mean, the reason
pretty
why
quick.
birds' talons are so sharp because they don't use them that much. They're not running on them.
I don't know why. I don't know.
I feel like fighting an ostrich would be awkward. Like jump on his back and then.
I think it would be hard
Then-
for an ostrich to figure out how to kill a human.
Yeah. Because it would just
It'd
try and
take
peck.
a tons of pecks
Yeah.
to kill a human.
It would
But
hurt.
one crack
but-
of the neck from a human hand, like
Yeah.
You can't break an ostrich's neck, bro.
Yeah, you can, bro.
Are they that frail?
bro,
They're
you can
not
break a
frail.
human's neck.
Yeah.
I think a human's neck is stronger than an
It's not going to
ostrich
be easy,
You think
obviously,
so?
but eventually
Yeah.
you could.
You think with if an animal's only defense is using its neck muscles, the human's neck is going to be stronger than it.
A human's
pecks
neck.
you
A
with
human's
its
neck
neck
is definitely
muscles.
stronger than an ostrich neck, just because we're wider and we're stockier. That already
But
gives us
their
an
neck
advantage.
is pure muscle. That's the only thing they use for self-defense.
But I realize
they're
that. But if
running.
you look at the structure of us, our neck is harder to bend than their neck.
Yeah, I would say it's harder to bend or harder to break a human neck. than
Because look at it. Just by being thicker itself, it's
it's
harder
a big
to
chicken,
bend.
bro. People would snap chickens' necks to
Yeah.
kill them all the time.
It's a
I'm not
real
saying it'd be
chicken.
easy, but
They're
I'm
really
saying
big
it'd be easier than a
But
human.
they
neck.
have thin necks, bro. They can't be like bigger
Yeah.
than 6 inches.
And yeah, it's all
diameter.
muscle, but shit, so are we, bro. I mean,
No, we're
arm
not.
wise. No, well, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Don't.
Look at us, bro.
But you know, but You know what I'm
Almost.
talking about. You're underestimating, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna get
Bro,
murked.
look at this. Look at this dude.
Bro, look
Jesus.
at these. Dude, they're all
Unit.
mean. He's just brooding. He's wanting. Look at his shoulders.
That guy
That dude's
looks like a bully.
crazy.
These apes
Look
have
at his
insane
hands, bro.
shoulders. He
That
wants,
thing's scary.
bro. He wants smoke. Yeah, bro. I would get murked by any animal. Like I can't.
Any animal?
Any animal, bro. I get
Praying
A
murked.
mantis.
I'll accidentally swallow a mouse and choke, bro. He's like,
Bro, look at this dude's nipples. What the hell?
What?
bro, we're recording on audio. What,
We're looking at a chimp with crazy nipples.
bro?
Anyways. Yeah, bro, I don't know. I give it to the chimp now.
If
The
you-
more I think about it, the more I keep swaying back and forth.
I would get my ass beat by a chimp, bro.
I think now, yeah, for me for sure, yeah.
but
But I think the strongest humans, like, in the world, like, the most prepared.
that would be fun to see. If somebody was good at fighting chimps, I would want to see him fight a chimp.
Like, when you're comparing, not lifestyles, and you're comparing the peak of chimp bodies versus the peak of human bodies, that's when it's like, I think there's a chance. But when you're comparing a chimp versus a human, like, just how everyone thinks about it, a chimp. There's, like, that call, I think I watched it with you. The lady called the cops and said, like, a chimp that they had as a pet, like,
Yeah.
tore her friend apart, like, ripped her face apart,
Yeah.
ripped her arms out, like, she just died, like, right there. I don't know. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
it's
chimp-
interesting. I mean, that's what I'm thinking about, like peak versus peak type thing, you know?
Yeah,
Something people can't do, bro. They're too
frail.
no like
Frail humans.
wild animals. They like lack empathy, bro, for anything that's not them.
But the thing is, at a point like that, humans will lack empathy too. You know, at a point where your
Yeah,
life
I
is in
haven't
danger,
really
you won't give a
hit
fuck, bro.
That fight or flight, like, too many times in my life, where it's that, like, if any, where I'm fighting for my life. I don't think, yeah, I don't
No,
know.
I've
fought for my
I've
life.
never had it in my life, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The situation you're in that scenario, we won't think, oh, I don't want to kill it, bro. Oh, fuck the planet, bro. I want to save the turtles. No, bro. You're gonna think I want to fucking kill this shit because it's gonna kill me if I don't. And
I
that's why I'm thinking like a peak human, say
No,
best fighter. I don't know.
The
some
Undertaker.
MMA guy. Yeah, say the Undertaker.
Best fighter of all time.
Goes up against a fucking the meanest chimp out there, bro. That motherfucker we
He's
just
getting
saw.
tombstone.
Nah.
Tombstone pile driver. Bells, come on. You know, you're fighting the
Uh,
Undertaker tonight type shit, man.
Bro, he won like 30. What was it? What was the WrestleManias in a row?
bro. I
You
never
can't
got
beat
into
someone.
I never got into wrestling, bro.
Really? I was so heavy on wrestling.
I feel like that's such a big part of my life. Everybody talks about it.
Wrestling? You're fucking
Oh,
huge,
bro.
bro. Bro, we used to wrestle on your trampoline.
That
We
shit
used to
was
pull
great.
the swanton bombs
Off the roof, bro.
off the roof. Yeah.
Wrestling was a crazy part of my life. I'm so happy I was into wrestling. It's so stupid.
I remember watching some WrestleManias. They're
I remember
Did you
like
ever
going
believe
to
him?
wrestling. Huh?
Mhm.
Did you ever believe it was real?
At first, I did. When I found out it was fake, though, I still enjoyed it. I knew it was fake for years, and still like
Well, the thing is, it's fake, but like
it's entertainment.
the stories are, but they're still out there fucking jumping on each other.
Yeah,
and
they're
shit.
still. That's the thing, bro. They're still athletic.
Yeah,
there's
they're
people
super
around-
Yeah, but I
athletes.
feel like if I would get hurt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Bro,
That's
people,
why people
yeah,
do get
people
hurt.
just aren't getting hurt. Like they're staying, they're in shape.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Because you got to know how to catch them and how to land. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of technique plus a lot of athleticism to do.
there's
the
a
type
reason
shit
there's
they
a
do.
lot of like low level wrestling
Yeah.
corporations. It's hard. It's a skill to be a good wrestler.
Mhm.
Are they making like
They're making
Millions?
huge money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
really? Like
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, bro, he's huge, bro. He's
John
rich,
Cena, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean that's like
but the thing is,
that's
they're
like
making
the brand.
millions.
Do they make millions like a salary through WWE or something?
I'm sure some of them do. The biggest names,
Yeah.
I'm sure they make millions. But like the people that are the biggest are outside brands. Yeah, like brand deals, just selling yourself at that point.
But the Undertaker, he's not like I don't think so. He's not like in all these advertisements.
Yeah, he
Nah,
doesn't do.
But I
outside.
guarantee he was making over $1 million a year when he was at the
just
peak of
being
his-
the
yeah.
Undertaker. Yeah. But stuff like John Cena, I know he's doing like commercials.
He's
and
like an actor
movies
now.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Or even like Hulk Hogan
Batista's
was
an
a
actor
was
now.
a yeah
The
he was
Rock obviously turned his wrestling career into.
acting.
Dave Batista? Is he like
Yeah.
big?
he's
Like a
huge.
big?
Bro.
No, I mean like a big WWE guy.
He used to
Oh,
be.
bro, yeah, he was
Bro,
like one of the biggest.
Batista,
He was
bro?
my favorite wrestler.
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah, he was
No.
like the wrestler.
I
Yeah,
only
bro,
know him
Batista
as
was
I only
crazy,
know him
bro.
as an actor.
Nah,
No,
bro.
bro, he's
He
crazy.
literally, when I made a MySpace when I was into wrestling, he was like, my wallpaper was pictures of him doing that thing that he used to do.
Yeah, bro.
And then it was his theme song. Like, bro, he was my favorite. Was Batista.
Damn, bro.
He used to be crazy, bro. I mean,
Now
he
he's
probably still
in the
is.
Marvel universe, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
It's crazy. Yeah, and stuff like The Rock too. The Rock used to be huge, bro, in wrestling.
Yeah, he was
And now he's-
one of the biggest wrestlers in the world.
Yeah, at the time, and now he's mainly known as an actor.
He's probably the most recognizable wrestler of all time.
You think
The Rock.
more than Hulk Hogan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Hulk Hogan is one. Of the
Nah,
most, actually.
bro.
Oh,
You
I
show
think
your
Hulk
parents
Hogan-
The Rock, and you show your parents Hulk Hogan.
No, I feel like
Oh,
more
yeah.
people would know The Rock as an actor though, but everybody would know Hulk Hogan as
A
As
wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
like-
remember Hulk Hogan had that reality TV show. That was crazy.
I think I heard about that. I don't know.
But I think no, just as turning wrestling into a career,
else.
just something else. Like The Rock is the most recognizable
I don't know. Yeah.
wrestler
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah, more, but like Hulk Hogan is more recognizable as a wrestler.
Yeah, people know The Rock as an actor now. Yeah, for
Or
sure.
as a celebrity type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or John Cena's a pretty big, like, people know him as the wrestler.
Mhm.
John Cena.
But I don't think he's not as big as Hulk Hogan. Do you think?
No,
so?
I don't think he's this big. Not,
But the thing is, you
he's
gotta
been
look at like
around.
young people that didn't watch WWE. Like if you show a 15-year-old Hulk Hogan, they have no idea.
you think so?
But if you show a 15-year-old John Cena, they know all the memes and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
so it's, I don't know. I'm curious. I think it's close. I don't think it's obvious either way.
Mhm.
But I would say John Cena.
Well, it might be hard to compare just because this generation, like, you can't do like a Google trend search because obviously John Cena is more around now, so
Yeah.
he's gonna have more clicks. But I don't know. Well, shit. Hulk Hogan had Hulkamania, and like he was huge, man. Like he was.
Yeah, but he was huge
insane.
like before our time.
Well, that's
and
the
it's
thing.
like-
Since it's before our
So, like,
time, I
he
feel
was,
like we
like-
don't see it
was
as
he-
So
much.
we
as,
really don't know how huge like
yeah.
he
Was
was.
he, like,
because we
That's
didn't-
true.
Like Ric Flair was a wrestler, right?
Ric Flair was around when like WWE was created, basically when I started watching, and like, but he was like the end of his career, like he had his prime way before any of us watched.
I feel like he's pretty well known as just a wrestler,
Ric Flair,
or at least like the name. People probably heard his name,
yeah,
but not like know who he is.
Probably 'cause the Migos.
yeah.
Amigos.
Damn Migos. Oh man,
You want to cut it here? It's about an hour.
it's a good time.
Yeah,
I'm liking it, bro.
Let's take a break.
You guys
Yeah.
good?
Let's end it. We always say we take a break, we
Yeah.
never come back, and then I always gotta like figure out how to put the two clips together.
Hey guys,
Let's just end it.
All right.
thank you guys for listening, y'all. I know this is a short one, but we're getting back into it. We're gonna put out more content pretty soon, hopefully, before we all leave to everyone leaves
Yeah,
to
March
college and
coming
stays
soon.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Marturo signing out.
This is Alex.
This is Omar. Thanks for listening to episode 4. See you guys.